With teacher vacancies across the Mountain State and reports stating that West Virginia teachers are some of the lowest paid across the country, one state officials wants to change this during the next legislative session. That's where we begin this evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Hannah Hayes.
And I'm Dylan Cleland. In this Crisis in the Classroom report, News 9's Claire O'Neill takes a look at how the state wants to make teacher jobs more enticing.
West Virginia Treasurer Larry Pack recently announced his 2026 legislative priorities, with one of those focusing on an increase in teacher pay.
Pack says he and his team have been listening to a lot of discussions about public education over the last year, and what interests him the most is having more competitive wage for teachers. He wants to implement a similar deal that Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee did, which ensures no teacher in the state would make less than $50,000. It also adds a $2,000 raise for anyone over that threshold.
Teachers are our most valuable people, right, in education, public ed. We all have teachers that we can name off and list off that really helped us all get where we are today. We need to make sure that we value our teachers and we give them a competitive wage.
According to the National Education Association, the average salary for teachers is $52,000 in West Virginia, which is one of the lowest in the nation. Pack says this could also help with retainment and retention of teachers in West Virginia, as currently there are about 1,500 vacancies according to the state's Department of Education.
On the attracting part is we have teachers coming out of college every year. They spent 4 years in their education. We need to pay them more than, I think the average starting salary is somewhere around $42,000. We need to pay them more than that to be able to attract teachers. So it's a really good thing, I think, that we need to do. We have the money to do it. We can do it out of surplus. So we don't have to raise any taxes. We don't have to cut anything else. We have the money to do this.
With no raising of taxes or cuts, the funding would come from the state budget. It would cost around $70 million of the nearly $6 billion budget. If passed, it would go into effect starting on July 1st, 2026.
Now, the first day of legislative session will begin on January 14th, and we'll continue to keep you updated on this when it begins. Reporting in the Wheeling Content Center, I'm Claire O'Neill, News 9.
And if you have a story that you would like us to investigate for Crisis in the Classroom, email our content center at WTOV-newsdesk@sbgtv.com.
Hi, I'm Olivia Zinn. Thanks so much for watching. Here's another video for you to check out, and make sure you subscribe to our channel.